It's time to Smarten Up with Junju Lee and Chris Surridge.
Hi, and welcome to Smarten Up, a weekly 5-minute podcast to help you, learners of English, overcome common mistakes and confusing expressions in English. And because this is our first ever podcast, I think we should introduce ourselves. I'm Chris Surridge, and I'm an English educator at the Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Technology. And this is my good friend and co-host, Junju Lee.
Hello everyone, and hi Chris. I'm Joo-hee, and I'm a lecturer at Yeoju College where I help students with English grammar and TOEIC.
Oh, the TOEIC. That's a tough one. But I think together we can help all kinds of students become a little more comfortable with this crazy language called English. So where should we begin?
Maybe we should explain the name of the show.
Oh, right. Smarten Up. It's a phrasal verb or a two-word verb, and we have a lot of these in English. Many phrasal verbs are idiomatic, which means they don't always have a clear meaning, and they're often hard to understand.
So what does it mean then?
Right. Okay. Well, smarten up has a couple of meanings, but the most common one is something like stop being silly or stop doing that. We use it with people who are doing silly things or who are doing things completely the wrong way.
Can you give an example?
Sure. I have a friend who has a little boy, and the boy is only about 3 years old. And he's always putting things up his nose.
Up his nose? Really?
Seriously. I was talking to my friend on the phone, and his son was eating beans. And he put a bean up his nose, and it got stuck in there. So my friend said, hey, smarten up. In this case, he meant stop doing that. It's silly. It's wrong.
So, Chris, when you were a little boy, did you put things up your nose?
I don't remember, but I'm sure I did. I'll call my mom after the show and I'll ask her. Anyway, there's also another meaning for smarten up, right? A positive meaning.
Right. And this is a nice idiom. If you make something look better, for example, if you're wearing a nice suit and you add a handkerchief to the pocket, you smarten up your outfit. Or you can smarten up your apartment by adding some new lamps or some new artwork.
Exactly. So our podcast is a combination of both of these ideas.
Right. We want to help people to smarten up their English with some attractive phrases.
Yes, and also to smarten up by not making silly mistakes. So, where shall we begin?
Well, the other day you mentioned that your students often confuse expect and look forward to.
Oh, right. Yes, this is a common one. Why do you think this happens?
Well, maybe in Korean we translate directly from the phrase 기대하다 to expect something.
Right, but it's not the same thing as to look forward to something. Let me explain. When we look forward to something, it means we're excited or happy about something that is going to happen in the near future.
Like, I'm looking forward to having a wonderful dinner tonight.
Exactly. We use this to express excitement and anticipation. But sometimes my students will say something like, I really expect the party tonight. And that's wrong. We can say, it looks cloudy. I expect it will rain later. This expresses a logical relationship between one event and another.
Right. And we can use look forward to and looking forward to in more or less the same way, right? For example, I'm looking forward to seeing my friend tomorrow. And I look forward to going on vacation next month.
That's right. And we can also use it in the negative as well. I'm not looking forward to something.
For example, I'm not looking forward to taking the math test.
Exactly. So, just to review, we can use look forward to when there is a sense of excitement or anticipation. I'm looking forward to the weekend. And use expect when it's a simple fact that something may happen next. I expect my friend will be here in 10 minutes.
So, it's not so hard.
So that was a big first podcast.
And we learned a few good expressions today. Smarten up, which means stop doing that, or stop being silly. And to smarten up something or smarten something up, which means to make something look better or nicer.
Right, really good expressions. And we learned the correct usage for look forward to or looking forward to. And I can definitely say I'm looking forward to our next podcast.
Me too. This was really fun. Oh, and for our listeners, if you have any requests or questions or comments about the podcast, please contact us at smartenup@kaistube.org.
And until next week, smarten up.